Welcome to Our College Your Voices. I'm your host, Kara Monroe. It is time for open enrollments for our employee benefits. And because this is always a time with a lot of questions and a lot of information we all have to get through, I'm excited to have two of our experts on this topic here with us this week to give us a little more just-in-time information. So let's meet them. First up is Jen Fisher. Hi, Jen.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you do here for the college?
We handle the college's health and retirement programs for our employees.
Very good. Welcome, Jen.
Thank you.
Jason Reeves. Hi, Jason.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing well.
Good. Tell us a little bit about what you do at Ivy Tech.
I manage the employee benefits for the college, mainly the core benefits associating with health insurance, life insurance, as well as the Ivy benefit system and billing for retiree populations.
Very good. Jason, welcome. And Jen, welcome. I'll give a shout out to your team right now. You guys are always so great to us and answer all the questions we have and do all sorts of special stuff for us. So I'm excited to have you here and have other folks get to hear a little bit more from the experts on all of our benefits programs.
Well, thank you. We're happy to be here.
So open enrollment, this episode is going to drop on Thursday of this week, and open enrollment will have just opened up on the 30th of October, if I remember my email correctly. Is that do I have the dates right?
That's correct. It does start October the 30th and runs through November the 13th. Okay. It is mandatory for all full-time benefits eligible employees. And for our part-time adjunct employees, it is a passive enrollment, meaning you don't have to do anything to continue your coverages.
Okay. But for all of our full-time benefits eligible, they do have to do something.
Absolutely. They need to log into the Ivy benefits system and complete their enrollment.
Okay. Very good. So what's new and what's changed this year for our benefits?
Not much is changing for the calendar year 2020 plan, which we are thankful for because that means that we've had a very steady plan. We don't have to change any of the deductibles or out-of-pockets or anything like that. And we're very excited to announce that we are able to hold our annual premiums for the second year in a row. And that is extremely exciting. That's a big deal. That is on the medical, dental, vision, and the disability plans. So we're very excited about that. We are highlighting that we are going to be working with a third party in the first quarter of 2020 to do a dependent eligibility audit. We're partnering with a company out of South Bend named BMI Audit Services, and they will be reaching out to those folks who have dependents on the plan to ask for documentation to verify that that dependent is actually eligible to be on the plan. So much more information will come about that. We want to make sure that we are over communicating that. Folks should take this open enrollment time frame to look at their dependents and take off any ineligible dependents they may have on the plan. This, again, does include the working spouse. And so if your spouse is on our plan because their employer does not provide adequate coverage, they will have to verify that again, and they'll have to go to their employer to get that information. It's pretty common. This is a best practice in the industry. So we haven't done one since 2012. So we are a little bit overdue. We're excited to get moving on this. There are various updates to the well-being programs under the Be Lively heading. And so there'll be a lot more communications regarding that. Changes are with the Healthy Lifestyles, the online program. There'll be monthly challenges instead of quarterly, giving you more opportunity to earn points to exchange those for healthy prizes.
The November challenge, I think, is around sleep.
Yeah,
I'm very excited about this one, actually.
Yes, I wish it were at a different time of year for me. Just with open enrollment, there's not a lot of sleep.
Not a lot of sleep for you, but I'm really looking forward to it.
Yes,
I'll get some extra for you.
One of the things I like about Healthy Lifestyles is it doesn't just focus on getting your steps in or anything like. It really does focus on other things like getting sleep and ensuring that you're eating right and things of that nature. So. The last two things I want to highlight is the fact that we're going to be incentivizing health screenings for adults on the plan. So there'll be more information about that. And we'll be launching a new financial education program in January 2020. So we are very excited. A lot more to come, especially on the financial education program. We're taking a different approach to it. And so more to come.
Excellent. I think the last time you launched a financial education program, it filled up within like the first 20 minutes that it was open, if I remember correctly.
And this is actually in addition to the retirement symposiums, which are wildly successful.
Right.
Chris Butler, who has been on your show before, handles those. And so this is tackling more concierge approach and a more on-demand approach to an individual's financial questions.
Good. Excellent. Good. So I know I plan to complete my open enrollment by the deadline. I usually this is one of those things I try to get done early because that way if I have questions, I've got plenty of time to get those questions answered. But if I do miss the deadline, I know there are very limited options for when I could make changes. What's the situation if I do miss the deadline for filing my benefits?
Great question. So if you have a life-changing event, would be an opportunity for you to make those changes. And some of those life-changing events would be marriage, death, divorce, insurance changes, employment changes, and that would even be for a spouse as well if you're coming off of their plan or they're having access to a new program. So those would be some situations that you would have an opportunity to change your insurance policies. We would need to receive that information within 31 days of that change as well in order for that coverage to take effect. If not, you'd have to wait till the next open enrollment period for that change to take place.
Okay, very good. I know there's some differences on sort of the support and options that are available, but if I have questions about the different benefit options, where can I go to learn more?
We have a number of online tools and resources for folks to use. They can log into Ivy Benefits, which Jason will talk about in just a second. We have an open enrollment website. But more importantly, we have a world-class statewide HR team who is there to support all of our employees statewide. A number of them hold employee meetings. We hold computer lab sessions, so if folks are having trouble walking through the program, they can get some special individualized approach. And then also just email. All of us are here, and it's the time of year that we are all hyper-focused on this, and we make ourselves available. And so what I would encourage folks to do is reach out to their local HR folks or reach out to me, Jason. Anyone is available to help.
Very good. Usually by the last day of open enrollment, I walk over and the two of you are just sort of propping each other up, trying to stay standing to go through it. So I can attest that I've seen you both at the end of open enrollment. I know you've worked incredibly hard. So,
well, and if I can just kind of really toot the horn of our statewide HR team. In an enrollment system, normally you get around maybe 92% of folks that actually enroll. And last year, we had 99% of our
That's
employees
fantastic.
go through that. These are bragging rights.
Yeah.
And that is directly as a result of
that is
our
fantastic.
statewide HR team knocking on doors and sitting down with people. They are amazing.
That's awesome. That's very good. It's very good. So I'm excited. By the time folks listen to this podcast, they can go straight out and do their open enrollment. I'm going to try to do mine first day it's open. So how do I do it?
You'd access Ivy Benefits via My Ivy and then the employee dashboard. And then there's a little shield icon for the Ivy Benefits system. Once you get into the system, you'll review your personal information, any dependent information that's into the system, and then make sure you review each of your insurance policies that you want to keep for the next enrollment year for 2020. Confirming that coverage and then printing out a copy of your confirmation statement would complete your enrollment.
Okay, very good. Very good. And again, if folks have questions, they can talk to their local HR team or to you guys or your team, right? Mm-hmm. All right. Very good. Well, thank you so much to both of you for being on the episode. I know this is the calm just before the storm really erupts. So I appreciate you coming in and recording today.
Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah, okay. Absolutely. Thank you.
Very good. So every episode ends with a call to action, and I bet you already know what this one is. Complete your open enrollment and do it well before the deadline so that nobody has any of the stress. We will put a link to and some of the instructions that Jason gave us in the show notes so that you've got those, but you're going to get emails and other information with that in it as well. So make sure you keep an eye out and complete your open enrollment. Thank you for joining this episode of Our College, Your Voices. I want to thank my guests today, Jen Fisher and Jason Reeves. Thank you to both of you and to our entire statewide HR team for all the work that they're going to do during our open enrollments period. I'm your host, Kara Monroe. You can connect with me on Twitter at KNM Tweets. You can reach us by email at ourcollegeyourvoices@ivytech.edu. Leave us a voicemail at 317-572-5049. Our website is ivytech.edu/podcast. Production assistance for this and every episode provided by Becky Campbell, Sarah DeWitt, and the Ivy Tech Community College marketing team. And our podcast concept is by Matthew Pittman. The music, recording, and post-production services provided by the amazing Jen Eads at the Brassy Broadcasting Company. And we will talk to you next time on Our College, Your Voices.